This is the Sports Dynasty Podcast with yours truly, Trevor, and this is Juan. Overreaction Monday, Week 2.
Overreaction.
Enjoy
It's
the
still
football.
overreaction.
Well, I kind of like the concept of Overreaction Monday because, except for one particular thing, maybe it was a little overreaction. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We are on Facebook group. Check out our Facebook group on Facebook. We're on Instagram at Sports Dynasty Podcast on Instagram. And we have a website, www.sportsdynasty.com. Make sure you click and subscribe on the website so you can be notified for every time we have a video uploaded. So, yeah, so that's great.
Yes. All right. So, week 2 is almost in the books. Besides one game tonight. I don't. Depending on how good the game is, we'll go through that. But today is gonna be just Take Monday, because there's few games in here that we don't want to talk about, like Cardinals of Washington. We don't gotta talk about that. Cardinals were better and they beat the crap out of them. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bills beat Dolphins by 3 points. Okay. Like whatever. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. But there are a few games though that we gotta start discussing. Giants and Bears, who cares? I don't really give a rat's ass about what happens there. And Browns and Bengals, I don't care much either. Baker got a win that he needed, and Joe Burrow threw 61 times and it looked like crap. That's a good take. So there you go. So now and the Colts, I'm not sure about the Colts, honestly speaking, right now. They look like crap playing against the Vikings. The Vikings look even worse, and the Vikings really have a problem. But I don't like how the Colts look either. But Vikings.
I really like Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
He's everything I expected he was going to be, and I really like him. But I do agree, this Colts team, especially with Phillip Rivers, I'm like, I don't know what is wrong with him. But besides Jonathan Taylor, that's pretty much that Colts team really didn't do anything yesterday either. So I agree, 100%.
That's 2 weeks straight. They look underwhelming. Phillip Rivers almost looks toast, to be honest. I don't like it.
I agree. I think he's better off retiring, honestly.
Maybe after this year, I agree. I
believe so. Yeah.
I'm not sure. So. Yeah, I believe I had him in the AFC Championship game. Nah, I don't know about that happening. Packers again continue their path to destruction. Completely beat the ever-loving crap out of the Lions. Okay, cool. The Eagles. This is an interesting one because they're 0-2. I mean, in their division, it's not very good. So
very bad.
Yeah, actually. So it's not a problem, I guess, that they're 0-2 because according to history, if you go 0-2, you have less than like a 40% chance of making the playoffs, something like that. It might be less than that. Like you have a very low percentage of making the playoffs if you start 0-2 in the season. But it is the NFC East. The Giants are garbage. The football team isn't all that good, even though they had a hilarious win the week before against the Eagles. And the Cowboys are 1-1 and should have been 0-2. So, you know what I'm saying? So that division's still looking like the worst division in football. So, tied with the AFC South. So, I guess the Eagles will be okay for now. They just got healthy, as healthy as they can be yesterday. But still, Carson Wentz still didn't play well. The team still didn't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about them Eagles, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you too.
And then the Tampa Bay game. Tampa Bay, they still look like they don't have anything put together. The defense looks okay, but they still need that time. But at least they got the win that they needed. That 31-17 is not as big of a beating as people may think if they're looking at the box score. It was actually a lot closer than that. But still, they need more time.
It's still gonna take time. I agree. Carolina, even though they lost, even though played pretty well in that game anyway, just can get the win, honestly. But I don't know. I think we said it before that Tampa Bay definitely got screwed over for not having a preseason because they, it takes time. It takes time to gel though. But
it definitely does take time. And then they didn't have Chris Godwin in the game either, and they have a hobble Mike Evans who still got 100 yards receiving that day, and McCaffrey got out the game. So let's just go with that. Yesterday was probably the biggest graveyard week I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, the injuries were horrible yesterday.
It was ridiculous. I have a small list. Let's go through a small list real quickly. And most of them
Okay.
are in that 49er Jets game. And the Jets fields and the Jets are getting investigated because they may have been cheating. And cheating in the worst way possible. Because there are too many players that have gotten hurt and damn near the same way. Because if you look at the games and look how those players got hurt, their legs got caught, it looked like, on the turf, and their knees will turn. We got a lot of ACL and leg injuries specifically from every player that got hurt in the 49ers field. So the Jets, they're getting investigated, and they deserve to get investigated. You gonna say something? I saw you move your... Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm going to say that too, because also, especially in MetLife Stadium, remember the Giants have to play the 49ers again in the MetLife Stadium for back-to-back 49ers.
Yep.
And Saquon ACL as well. So, what's going on? So,
yeah.
It looks bad. It looks bad. It's expected to be worse over there.
That field ain't looking very good. Nick Bosa probably has torn ACL. Solomon Thomas had a hard leg injury who also got carted off. Jimmy Garoppolo has a very high ankle sprain who might miss close to 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And Raheem Mostert hurt his knee too. Like, that's like all the star players. What are you talking about? Plus, Sherman got hurt last week. So, like, dude, like, too many players getting hurt around the same way and at the same time is really bad. Giants running back Saquon Barkley got hurt. It was at Soldier Field, though. It was at Chicago, not so. But he turned his ACL. God bless him.
No, I'm saying that whatever that would have happened to him over there, it would have been really bad.
Well, at this rate, it would have, because look at that Stan Field.
but oh my God, like, this guy can't catch a break, and I feel bad for him too, because he's really good, but it's like he can't catch a break, and this is a huge loss for the Giants. Oh my goodness, huge loss.
Yep, Sterling Shepard also got hurt in their team, so
again.
Yeah, and in that same Jets game, Bashar Perriman got hurt too with an ankle injury.
So whatever receiver they have left.
Yeah, well, exactly. But every player who got hurt had a leg injury. That I don't know if that's a coincidence. Let's see what else. Paris Campbell might have torn an ACL or something too. It looked pretty bad. He got carted off, and you know when he got the towel over the head and they crying, something bad really happened to him. So God bless him.
Yeah,
that's a right receiver from the Colts.
Yeah, that's bad.
And Malik Hooker, the safety, got hurt again. Second year straight with Achilles injury. Very, very bad. Rookies running back Cam Akers from the Rams also got hurt. And Drew Lock got hurt too and hurt his shoulder against them.
Oh, man, that was bad. Oh, man, I really like Drew Lock. I really, really like him. It's like, damn. But Driscoll played pretty decent in that game to come back in that game. But he lost, but played pretty decently though. But I like Drew Lock. You know how I like Drew Lock.
Yeah, I know. Byron Jones got hurt in that matchup against the Bills too. And Anthony Barr also got hurt in that Vikings game. How man? And that's just for like the first slate. Like, dude. Like, Melvin Ingram got hobbled in that game too. I think I mentioned Christian McCaffrey got hurt too. I think I already mentioned that, but that happened too. Like, so many. I've never, ever seen it. Like, so many injuries at once. And especially with the amount of big names that got hurt. It's insane. I've never heard it before. Never, ever.
This kind, even though this is probably worse, but it kind of rivals, the almost lockout season in 2011, where they didn't have the entire OTAs, no training camp whatsoever, and everyone was getting hurt left and right. Even though this is probably worse because we didn't have nothing, but this is probably worse. But big names getting hurt like that, this is not good for the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially with everything going on with the league. And from a political standpoint or whatever, this is bad. This is really, really, really bad.
It's very unfortunate. And people who always talked about preseason's useless, is it?
First of all, people used to say that to just say that. I'm like, that's ridiculous. For the people that's trying to make the team, obviously this preseason is vital to them making the team. I never understood why people say it's pointless. It really isn't though. But
it's not pointless, and it also gets people in some sort of game shape. It gets your body used to the contact and all that. And as you can see, how many injuries has happened the last 2 weeks that doesn't happen in years past. It's not useless. So stop that dumb assery and get it out your head. preseason is used for something. Come on, bro. All
That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah. Ravens beat the crap out of the Texans, even though it was closer than the score says. So maybe Texans will find some type of life later on in the season. So we'll see. What else? What other crap that we don't care about? No, that's probably it. So let's start getting with the takes. So let's start with Minshew Mania Part 2.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, even though this team is on paper is really bad, Gardner Minshew
Gardner Minshew's too
is
much.
Gardner Minshew is a warrior. That's someone you want on your team that never say die mentality, because like they count them out every single. I'm not gonna lie to you. We think they will be horrible this year, but he's saying no. You're not. You're not counting us out. We're still gonna be in here, and I like him a lot. I think he's great. And you know what? They found that sixth round pick. Jam. That I think he's gonna be here for a while. I like him a lot. It's good for him.
I'm telling you, they really found gold in that dude. He's not bad at all. So I don't understand. I honestly don't understand personally how they're so much better than we thought, though. Because I understand that Gardner Minshew's that good, but the rest of the rosters, I don't know if they're like picking up from him or they're just a lot better than everybody anticipated.
It could be that. It could be. It could be that they see the spark in him, and it's like, yo, we like that. We want to more feed off of that. And it happens. There's some people like that. You can feed off of their energy. Say, yeah, man, I like this energy. We can do
Yeah.
this. We can do this. The Titans played for the Titans. The Titans were completely just beating the hell out of them the entire game.
Yeah, they
Ryan
play a
Tannehill
lot
was on
better than
fire.
last week. A lot better than last
Yeah,
week.
Ryan Tannehill's on fire. But that never say die attitude, saying, nah, you will not beat us. You will not lay down for you, and I like that very much. Titans played well in that game. Much more needed. You know, Ryan Tannehill looked really, really good, spinning that horrible performance last week, but this was really good. And I usually the Titans usually just kick the hell out of them, out of the Jaguars every year, especially at home. But they look good. They look really
Yeah.
good, and I like what I'm seeing from them, and I'm gonna see more from them. Jaguars play the Dolphins this Thursday, so they're on prime time. Let's see who he does on prime time. Even though it's Thursday night, but
I ain't
still.
watching that. I don't know about that. I'm watching basketball.
Like, I'll probably like see how he's doing anything. But
As I was saying,
yeah,
I got the
yeah,
game on TV. I could follow it right here. Like I ain't
yeah.
watching that. Come on, let's not go crazy now.
Great
But
game last night, by the way. But that's a whole other story. But great game
yeah,
last night with the Lakers.
yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely was a good game. Their roster is probably a lot better. What surprised me more about them is their offensive line is playing a lot better than I thought they were. I thought that was gonna be the dumpster fire of the team, but no, not really. And that rookie running back, right, as an undrafted rookie, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. James
yeah,
Robinson, like where he
yeah.
came from, he's really good.
You know what it is? That's Doug Marrone trying to save his job. That's Doug Marrone trying to save his job, man. And you know what?
He might have already
Oh,
did it.
I believe so too. I believe so. I believe he's doing a great job right now. And if they win at least 6, 7 games, yeah, he's gonna stay.
No question.
8 games, he's good. Minshew Mania, listen, Minshew Mania. I usually don't like getting people make nicknames and shit like that, but this guy is he's
He's
good,
for
man.
real. I liked him
He's for
since last
real.
year.
I like him a lot. They got rid of Nick Foles contract, which they kind of still got to pay, but it's okay. This
Hey,
is where he's at.
it's all good because you're paying your rookie running back nothing. He's undrafted, so well, it is what
So
it is.
it is what it is.
So is there a problem with Derrick Henry because he sucked again?
For somebody who wanted a deal, a new deal, and are the Titans right? They're not giving him the deal. I don't know, but he didn't play well at all either. He did not play well at all.
That's what
So
I'm
I don't know.
saying. He ain't look real good. All the analytics, scientific data people who are always talking about running backs don't matter. I know they're pumping their fist right now, saying we told you because he's garbage right now. He is. Hey, 25 rushes for 84 yards. What is that garbage, dude? Like you're not supposed to be anywhere near that trash. Like why are you that trash?
Especially against a very thin Jaguars interior, man. Should have ran at least 180. He could have just ran wild on them, but Ryan Tannehill had to pick up the slack. It was a great game though.
No, he played
Towards the
absolutely
end,
sensationally. No question.
yeah, after the game, but I don't know, man. maybe he'll bounce back next week, but it's not looking good for someone who wants a contract, who wants a new deal. It's
Oh
not
no,
looking
he
good for
got
him.
the deal.
No, but I'm saying that. I'm saying that as far as like who's upset that they franchised him. He's saying, "How dare you franchise me after what I did for y'all last year?" And I kind of see why they did. They're not too sure of giving running back all his damn money. And even though I can't stand analytics and everything like that, they do bring up a good point. Like running backs money, CJ2K. I don't know.
Undrafted running back outplaying you by a mile, who's not getting paid nothing, versus you who got the
Nothing.
money and being garbage.
That's
Oh
that's
well.
that's that's oh well.
Oh well. All right, let's talk about 3 more games. I know one of them people are dying to hear about, last night's game, but let's talk about. So you want the surprise Herbert or the choke job of the century? Well, the decade, because Super Bowl 51 was last decade. So
Let's
you want.
let's let's do Herbert. Let's do Herbert.
All right,
Let's do
let's
Herbert. Let's
do
do
Herbert.
Herbert.
The Chargers. Very surprised start. Tyrod Taylor being out for the game in the beginning without him even showing up. So Justin Herbert got the start, and he played a hell of a lot better than I'm pretty sure everyone even thought.
I'm not gonna lie, he did. Some of the throws he was making, they was like, oh, he's playing like a veteran. Like, wow. And I was gonna lie to you, I thought he wasn't ready. I thought he was not ready for that spot. He proved a lot of people wrong. Just obviously the rookie mistake, appalling
The
rookie
interception,
mistake.
yeah.
That was horrible. You're right there to the first down. You're right there by the first down. You throw the ball anyway. You pick the ball off. To me, right there, that was there right there. That was the end of the game right there. You cannot give a team like the Chiefs momentum like that. You cannot. When you have them down, you got to keep them down, beat them down. You cannot give them no type of chance of coming back because they will make it. You can't do that. And me personally, I like Anthony Lynn. I like him a lot, but this was not his finest day. Oh, this was not his finest hour though.
It
But
wasn't.
it wasn't. But for the most
It
part,
wasn't.
so
But that Chargers defense, mwah, sensational.
sensational. Yes, very very
Sensational.
good.
Like I said when we were watching yesterday, I'm going to tell everybody else here. I'm pretty sure the Chargers made their defense just to stop them. I'm 100% sure of it. I feel like they don't even care if they beat anyone else. I think as long as they beat the Chiefs, they don't care about the rest of the season. That's how their defense was built. And they almost did it. And you could argue they should have. Because that if he didn't throw that pick, more than likely they would have won. They would have been the points they needed. But it
Yeah,
is Mahomes. So you at any point never count that dude out. But based on
this
what we
guy's
saw yesterday, that extra
incredible.
3 points, because they would have at least kicked the field goal, wasn't for that
Yeah,
interception. Maybe that would have been enough to win. But then again, it's Mahomes. So I don't know. But
Mahomes is incredible,
yeah,
incredible. He threw that bomb to Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yep.
Tyreek Hill off his foot, like in the air. Oh my God, he's incredible.
It's not fair how good he is.
He's
I'll
like
go like
he's
that.
he's a video game. He's literally a video game character. Literally, this guy's amazing. Like that's why I'm saying Anthony Lynn. As even though that bad interception by Herbert, like you don't do that. You don't. And then it was like 4th and 1, right? It was 4th and 1, right? Especially in overtime. It's 4th and 1, right? Now I get that you don't want to be too aggressive, and then if you don't convert it on 4th down, you turn the ball over, whatever. But it was 4th and 1, man. Punch on 4th and 1 in overtime. Come on, man. Against this Chiefs, come on. That Chiefs defense isn't that good. Frank Clark was out of the game too, out of the game. He didn't play in that game either. So
Mm.
I just don't get it. Like, come on, man. You could have did a lot better play calling than that. But I'm not too mad about that. Uh, 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 um, Justin Herbert did play very well for the most part. It's
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes. What do you expect?
Yeah, it is. I'm impressed with that Chargers defense, though. I would like to see if they actually play like that against anyone else. I doubt it, but I would like to see if that happens.
They played pretty decently yesterday. Last week against the Bengals.
I
It's
mean,
good against the Bengals, but against the Chiefs, they hold their own. But just couldn't get the win, unfortunately.
well, Herbert did look a lot better. If I wind up starting my film review to this week, it's gonna be on that game. I want to see if we were wrong about misjudging him the entire time because I'm actually very curious to see. I need to see throw for throw what he did. So the choke job of the decade. Let's go with that.
Okay.
So what was the score? About 5 minutes, I want to say they were up 39-24. About 5 minutes left in the game. And they gave up that lead. They were up 15.
Amazing.
Why is this man not fired? It is 10:39 a.m. Monday morning, and he is not fired yet. Why is this Atlanta franchise such a joke? Why?
Because I can answer that perfectly well. Because their owner, Arthur Blank, runs their franchise like a mom and pop store. Literally, he runs it like a mom.
He said a mom and pop store. I'm dead.
He runs it. That's how he runs it. It's like, you know what you got with this person. Dan Quinn should have been fired years ago. Years ago. There's no reason whatsoever how you allowed this to happen. And it's not even that they blew this lead. That was appalling to me. The onside kick was so appalling. Was so appalling. I could not believe it. Did you forget how to play football? Like, what? You do not have to wait 10 yards to get the ball. The Cowboys have to make sure the ball advances 10 yards for them to get it.
Yeah, they have to make sure it hits 10 yards, not you.
You can get it anytime you want. Game over. You allow them to get close to it like you're trying to field a punt, and they fall on the ball. What were you guys thinking? That's bad coaching. That's bad coaching right there.
Oh, no question.
That's fired. There's no way. No way possible. That is no.
No.
Like, Atlanta, you can't be this. Yes, y'all that bad. Y'all that bad. From a horrible loss you had last week against the Seahawks, you go to Dallas. Even though Dallas offensively is explosive with all the team they got there, you had them by 20 points.
Yep.
How is that possible? I mean,
they had 29 in the first half. 29 in the first half. How? 29 in the first half, and you lose the game. How? I'm mad that we're surprised because they're the Falcons and that's what they do, but still.
The Falcons. No, the reason why I'm not. It's like, who repeats horrible history over and over again? Like, it's one thing when you completely wet the bed in the Super Bowl 51, how bad that ended. You're gonna rebound, even though it isn't the Super Bowl, but this is bad. This is really bad. If this comes down to a playoff tiebreaker, you lose this game, you can remember this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna remember this.
Horrible. I never see. Yo, I watched the replay for the onside kick. I'm like, yo, did you guys really forget how to play football? How? It's unacceptable. Terrible.
They're horrible for that. 0-2, and they should be 1-1, no question.
Yeah.
Like, it's insanity. Now, Dallas, on the other hand, they suck too. You're not out of this. The fact that you went to that deficit in the first place and got just dominated for freaking 55 out of the 60 minutes, you suck too. They're bad too. They are not exempt.
Mike McCarthy, wow. I don't know what it is. I know if this was like Jason Garrett, they wouldn't have scored 39 points, let's be honest. They wouldn't have scored 8 points. But, oh my God. Like, talk about a gift. They should have lost this game. They should have got blown out in this game. And I know that Mike McCarthy's a great coach and everything, but wow. They look just as bad as Jason Garrett was when he was there.
They don't look any different.
They don't look any different. So it's like, what the hell? So, it's what it is. Horrible.
They don't look any different. Their line is a lot worse, though. That's the part that really jumps out of my face when I watched the last two games from Dallas. Their line is not good. Mind you, this is the Atlanta Falcons defensive line too. They're not good. At least the week before we played against Aaron Donald, so that's acceptable. But now I know Grady Garrett's good, but The fact that you're still allowing pressures like that and then the fumbles, my lord, like everything that could have went wrong for them went wrong. And you, Atlanta, I can't take it anymore. I can't do it. Wow.
I was at a loss for words.
Yeah, it's insane.
They
So
don't
let
even allow you to do that in Madden. For the onside kick, they don't allow you to do that in Madden. You know, Madden's garbage. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. Why is he still have a job? I'll never know.
I don't know.
I don't get it. So let's talk about a real football game, shall we? Probably right now, even though it's only been 2 weeks, game of the year candidate already. Patriots at Seahawks. My God, frustrating. But I will say this: these are one of those losses where you really learn about your team and where they are.
Yes.
And as a Patriots fan, as talking to a Patriot fan, and all the Patriots Nation who are like 75% of our audience probably, this was actually not bad of a loss. We actually learned a lot about this team. A lot.
100%.
So let me go this because I already know that the stupid people are going to go ham on our defense. Go ham on them. Let me explain this right now.
Please do.
Okay, so you're going to blame the secondary for allowing 5 touchdown passes. And I will understand that. If in the naked eye, that looks horrible on the secondary. But if you really look at the game and watch the game, tell me how many times was Russell Wilson pressured in this game? Can you tell me how many times Russell Wilson was pressured in this game?
Very, very little. You know what's crazy? I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because please continue.
Yes, because the fact that he didn't get pressured barely at all in this game, right, against one of the worst offensive lines in this entire league, explains to you what the real problem of this defense is. It's not secondary. Stephon Gilmore, did he lose the battle yesterday? Yeah. He lost. DK Metcalf caught him. And Russell Wilson beat him more, to me. More he was him than it was DK Metcalf. Because that 50-yard touchdown, that ball, you literally cannot throw a better ball than that.
Beautiful.
Literally couldn't throw better ball than that. There was nothing Stephon could do. Nothing he could do in that play. Russell put it right where only Metcalf can catch it, and Metcalf not a bum, so it caught it right there. Perfect catch. And Stephon hit the ball, and he still had the ball, and then wanted to go for a touchdown. There's nothing more Stephon could have done in that play. Nothing more.
Russell Wilson was absolutely sensational in this game. What you expected is Russell Wilson, the second best, arguably the best.
You could argue now it's the best.
Argue best quarterback in the league. And I know we keep on saying Mahomes and everything, but people forget about Russell Wilson. Man, is a monster, an absolute monster. Like yesterday, because I was after the game, I was talking about we didn't get pressure on Wilson. How many times we get close pressure on Wilson? They can't tackle him, but they can't allude to him. Yeah, they hit him a couple of times, whatever, and everything. But
we got 2 sacks, but so like sacks is one of the most overrated stats in like the history of sports. It's like almost like the assist in basketball. Like just because you got a sack doesn't mean you got real pressure. Doesn't mean you're really getting to the quarterback. You just hit him twice, okay? Like still, besides those 2 times, wasn't Russell Wilson just standing there bouncing around and running around the place? Yeah. So where's the pressure at? None.
It's Russell Wilson, man. That's why I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad about all of that and everything. I wasn't mad. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do what we do. A lot of people saying that because they had the defense. You pretty much just said everything I was gonna say too. What did you want them to do? What did you want this defense to do? They did the best they can. Mind you, we're depleted in the linebacker position.
Yeah, hence why they rushed for 154 yards.
Had Hightower been in this game, this would not would have happened. That's one. Secondly, what did you want them to do? What do you want them to do? Russell Wilson. I was arguing with people yesterday about yesterday. I'm like, you're mad at the defense. It's Russell Wilson. What did you want him to do? What did he do? Like, come on. There's certain battles, there's certain quarterbacks that torch certain defenses. You know what? It's that guy, man. You can't even get mad at that.
It's like getting mad at a defense 4 years ago by getting torched by Tom Brady. You're gonna get mad at a defense from getting torched by Tom Brady 4 years ago, 2016 and before. Like, it's Tom Brady. What you can do?
The only thing you can do is try to make him comfortable, and that's it. This is why Russell Wilson is one of the best in the league. So, I just don't get it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Cam Newton has won me over.
No question. Thank you for mentioning that. Let me do this now too.
Won me over.
Let me do this right now. Cam, Patriots Nation, even our receivers, Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, Demir Bird, even though I didn't never say anything about him. I sincerely, wholeheartedly apologize. I 100% am behind you, no question, no matter what happens for the rest, because that game offensively was so beautiful. Outside of Josh McDaniels, it was so beautiful. Cam Newton completely won me over. I got his back. I'm not gonna buy his jersey and take anything his name though. That's not happening. I'm not fake. But I will. You got it. For the rest of the year, I am 100% behind him. He won me over. He was absolutely sensational. It was so wonderful. Good. I thought we won because of him. Like I thought we were going to win. I was behind him.
First of all, it was so bad when we couldn't get the win because of which we'll get to in a second. Pete Carroll did a Pete Carroll.
Yes, he did.
He literally gave the game to us to win.
3rd and 1, he went for that deep pass and we caught him. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was like, he did it again. He did it again. And you know what? And let's be honest, had the Patriots won this game, that play you saw, that 31 play, they would have on him. They would have been coming at him saying, yo, what is wrong with you? Why do you constantly do this dumb? You know what it is? Pete Carroll sometimes gets very cute with play calling. Just like another guy that happens to be the offensive coordinator for our team. I am done with him. I am so sick and tired. And you know what's the worst? It was Patriots fans yesterday literally trying to defend him. I said
they always do.
I said that Josh McDaniels cost us the game, and he did. And he did. He cost us the game. And they say, how? Cam Newton threw for over 400 yards. The offense looked amazing.
So then why didn't he throw in the last play like he should have?
Exactly my point. I'm saying, yo, why do y'all constantly give this man a pass before he gets killed? He gets killed for no reason. It was before halftime came, right? He did some really terrible running play, like fake running play to Burkhead. He stopped immediately, which forces him to make a field goal. You know, Nick Folk sucks. I'm sorry, Nick Folk. He's horrible.
Again, why is he not cut? By the way,
I don't know what. I don't know. I would rather have War Roster there.
Yeah, right. Have the rookie. Screw it. Yeah, whatever.
Screw it. It's a rookie, whatever. But this is a 15-year veteran who sucks. Get him out of here. Get him out. Garbage.
What did I say? Remember what I said earlier this offseason about kicking in our team? I said it. If we don't have kicking, we're not going to win a lot of games. That would have won us the game. That missed field goal would have won us the game.
But I have to say that. Even though a lot of people were saying, oh, that he missed the field goal, we could have made the field goal at the end of the game to win it. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's not guaranteed.
I don't want Nick Folk.
Yeah, I understand that.
To win or lose the game for me at the end of the game. I don't want that. So I can see where they're coming from. I get it. No problem.
No, they're right, but I understand. But you're right too. 100% right. Again, we always say this too. You don't want the end of the game to be on the kicker's hands unless you have Harrison Butker and Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
Like, those are the only two I'm fine with.
Amazing. He kicked a 358 yarders in a row. In a row. What? That's amazing. Amazing. But yeah, damn.
But back to our game, yes.
Josh McDaniels. Stevie Wonder could have known that you were going to run the ball at the 1 yard line with Cam Newton.
With the same exact QB draw play. The same one. You didn't change it up at all. It was the same one you run like 8 times. And it worked like maybe 5, but it didn't work all 8, did it? So maybe you should have tried it out. I've never seen an easier defensive formation to read. They had everybody stacked on that box, ready to come in. Everybody and their mother, including Stevie Wonder, saw it coming. We all knew we were going to run the ball with Cam Newton, but your dumb ass had to do it anyway. I don't know. Yeah, he makes me sick. Ever since Super Bowl 52, he made me sick. But, again, this is supposed to be a good day. We lost, yes, but it's a good day.
Yes.
N'Keal Harry had by and far his best game of his career. He's been great. He made, especially that one catch to set up the loss. But that one strong hands, he has such strong hands. I love it. I love it. That nice catch to set up the first and goal. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Julian Edelman, apparently he's a deep threat now because how many deep catches he caught in this game? Caught almost 200 yards receiving. Out of, 8 receptions, I think? I got the box score right here to see. Yeah, 8 receptions for 179 yards. Are you kidding me? That never happened with Tom Brady before. He actually went up the seam, went deep. Amazing.
Incredible. You know what's crazy? And yesterday after the game was over, obviously you told me on my phone just completely going at it with people because people really thought I was crazy for saying what I said. And I'm like, no. And another thing too, besides Jamil Byrd, who balled out. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much the same receivers Brady had last year. And Cam Newton and give him. Obviously, Cam can do more than Brady can. Obviously, because he can be elusive. A lot of those plays where I'm thinking that Cam would get sacked, he's eluded them away.
He broke 2 sacks easily.
Brady would have got hit. It over and put it there. So, remember fresh air. I guess. Like I said, love Tom, but this is Cam's team now, and he won me over.
And I love it.
I love it. He won me over now.
I love it.
He won me over, and you know what? I wouldn't even be mad if after the year is over and they re-sign him, which I don't know why he re-signed him to a longer deal. Hopefully, like I say, he's playing because all the NFL teams doubted him. They slighted him by not signing him, which is ridiculous because it's quarterbacks that could have used him now.
Yes, because I am not a Cam Newton fan, and I've and destroyed him for years. But I was also on board. The fact that he didn't have a contract was still I can go back to the episodes. I've said it was asinine. Asinine.
I was legit angry. I'm like, hold on, what is this?
Trubisky's and Driscoll's and all these bum ass quarterbacks, Tyrod Taylors get these contracts, but not Cam Newton. Not Cam Newton. Like the Bears traded for Nick Foles that signing Cam Newton. You don't think Cam Newton would rejuvenize that Bears team? Imagine what Matt Nagy could do with Cam Newton at quarterback. But them dumbasses they traded for Nick Foles instead with that garbage ass contract, who apparently couldn't beat Trubisky for the starting job. The Bears. So thank NFL, thank you. We're not done.
And then
thank you.
And then it's crazy because a lot of NFL players who when he went to New England, they was like, yo, why would you just give New England a gift like that? Why? Like, Cam Newton is a dog. Like, he's a dog. And I've been saying that. A lot of people say he's washed, blah, 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 blah. He was washed.
I said that,
and I'm
yeah.
like, I know. But I'm not saying he's talking about, say he was washed, he can't throw anymore. I'm like, yo, did you see that?
Lasers.
Lasers. And to tell you, man, the gift. And then, this 10, like I said 10-6.
We said 10-6 before we started the guide. Because when we started the guide, nobody opted out yet. Dante Hightower and half the defense left. We're like, oh crap, they're not gonna be very well. So then I believe we both said 9-7, right?
Yeah, 9-7 the latest. 8-8, 9-7.
Yeah, that's not happening.
10-6 looks very, very reasonable now.
And a division championship looks very, very much alive. Because the Bills don't look that good to me. And they played 2 of the worst teams in the NFL, especially the worst one last week against the Jets. The number 1 pick right now.
Oh my God, horrible.
They didn't look that good these last 2 games, so maybe we'll be able to get one. I know either way we're going to split with the Bills, but I originally thought we were going to sweep them, and we might. The way that things are looking right now, we might. This is your overreaction Monday.
Yes. Yeah. But other than that, very impressed.
Very happy. Like, it sucks to lose, but very happy.
I was just mad at John McDaniels. That's the only person I'm mad at. But other than that, I can't get mad at the effort. That was great effort. That was a team that fought. And Cam Newton, you got my attention, brother. You got
my support. I got your back.
Yeah.
As long as you got that uniform on, you got your back, bro. It's that simple. I will say one more point before we finish off here. The Seattle defense. Do you think that the New England Patriots capitalized, or the Seahawks defense is not much different than it was last year, because
they
I don't
really
think they
are
look
that
that
much different
good.
than last year
Yeah.
because they're really not. They're really not because Cam Newton was literally just carving them up with the arm. And the crazy thing too, we said last week that they have to throw the ball more. You have to throw the ball. You gotta be not afraid to throw the ball more. And mission accomplished. 400 something yards, carving them up. But you know, it's just I like the even though Russell Wilson, who still one of the best in the league, that was a classic,
It was a
a
classic.
classic game of the decade already. And it started. This is great. This is great. This is great for us, and I'm looking forward to what happens next week against the Raiders. I want to see. I just want to see them just kick the hell out of them.
Tonight. I can't wait to see them tonight. We're going to get a lot of information about them because they're playing the top defense in the New Orleans Saints. But
Yeah,
there's no Michael Thomas. So my surprise pick of the week was the Raiders beating the Saints.
yeah.
So that we're going to see how it happens tonight. Oh, and also, I hate Atlanta. I would have been perfect with
Yeah.
picks.
The only game I messed up on was Washington. Washington was the only game
Yep.
I messed up on. So yes, I'm 14-1, and you're 14-1 too, basically. Yeah.
I should have been 15-0, but Atlanta's Atlanta.
Oh, damn. Yo.
Lord, I gotta start writing these down so we can keep track
This
for
happened.
the thing. Yeah.
Nah, I wrote my down right now. Right now, and I think total. I look it up again, but yeah,
It's either we're tied or you're winning by like a game. So far, I
I
think
think
that's what it is.
I think we're tied. I think we're tied right now.
Yeah.
Just that there's different picks are different. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, but we'll see. Other than
Yeah.
that, we're done here, right? All right, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We're on Facebook group. Check us out on Facebook. Instagram at Sports Dynasty Podcast on Instagram, and we have a website, www.sportsdynastypodcast.com. Make sure you subscribe to the website so you'll be notified every time we record and download stuff. So yeah, other than that, that was week 2 Overreaction Monday. And we'll see you soon, guys.
Cam Newton.
Yes. Superman.
Peace out, guys.